Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get back on the channel. Ryan Woolridge. He's now 9-0 with one knockout win. And yeah, he's back out tomorrow night. Um and he's boxing Serge Ambomo over 6 rounds. Um Tomorrow night. And he's the yeah. How are you, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm good. My training's gone alright, to be fair, for this one. It's been everything's gone to plan. It's been yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, briefly talk about the Martin Shaw fight because we were talking about. I had you on. I think it was a few days or maybe the night of. I can't really remember, but I had you on before the Martin Shaw fight, and you said we were saying it's about time before you get like your first knockout, and you got your first knockout, and it was in round two as well.
Yeah, it was definitely one to remember. I think looking back at the fight, Martin was he was always going to be one of the fighters that come forward. So that being said, he's going to always open doors, and that night he opened one, and I caught him. But all due respect to Martin, he was he was a lot stronger than I anticipated, and he was a lot busier, and his boxing skills a lot better as well. So never underestimate anyone, but as you know, but that was that was something significant that I noticed about Martin. I watched him, and he didn't look quite as sharp and as technical as he was, but he was really awkward, and he weren't just one of them you could tee off on. I think it was we come out of a grapple, and I managed to slip an uppercut in. That was a good punch. He landed one on me as well. I mean, the first round he was some crackers. But yeah, I got him out, and that was early enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, getting a knockout, that's always a bonus as well. And when you got him out, you didn't let him off the hook.
No, no, that's something that we always practice on in the gym, and if you do get that opportunity, you got to grasp it with both hands. Looking back, I should have took a step back. His corner said I shouldn't have, but at the end of the day, that's for the ref to decide, not me. So I just did my part on the night. And Martin, we made shoes or I didn't celebrate or nothing like that. It was my main concern was mine. And once he was back up on his feet, then it was time to enjoy the victory and look on after that.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. And you done it in style as well that night. Yeah, and of course, back out tomorrow. You said that camp's gone all good.
Yeah, so originally we was training for out to this one, but things lead to other things and tickets and all stuff like that, and venues changing and prices and all that stuff like that. So yeah, this one's going to be six, but I've been sparring, I've been training for eight, doing 8 rounds comfortably sparring. I've been sparring with Ryan Kelly,
He's
Mark
boxing
Howson.
later.
Yeah, yeah. I've been in with some good names sparring, and
Do you reckon Ryan will win? Or
yeah, I think Ryan will be too sharp for him. I think he'll push on in the later rounds as Ryan does. And we've become over our spine, we've become good mates. So yeah, I'm obviously rooting for Ryan. I wish him all the best.
yeah. Yeah, so how many rounds did you do with him? Quite a lot as he was in camp as well.
Yeah, yeah, we was doing quite a lot of sparring together. So I think it's like 4 or 5 times. Well, definitely 3 or 4 times we sparred together, and yeah, every time we were both getting better and both bringing new things to the table. So yeah, I think he me being southpaw as well. That really helped because obviously Warburton's a southpaw, isn't it?
Yeah, always helps. Am I right in saying that your fight tomorrow night's at middleweight?
Yeah, yeah. So I spoke to a nutritionist recently, and they advised me from my results on the body composition and having a chat with them on air with the stuff. It's only safe to move up. I'm quite big framed, as you know. I still won't be small at middle by any means, but I feel so much more comfortable and I eat harder as well. So
Well,
that's it.
that's always a bonus.
Yeah, I think we'll see how the move works tomorrow. but I have had a few fights on the day weighing at more or less middleweight. So yeah, we'll see.
Do you feel like we can see, like, is this, would you say this is like your natural sort of walk around sort of weight, or?
Yeah. I mean, I've only had to lose a few pounds, really. So I always like I like to be old school, really. I always like to hover around the weight, so you don't, you're training for a fight as opposed to worrying about making weight. And I don't believe in this lose 10 pounds and put it back on and come in 14 pound heavier than you was. I just don't think it works myself.
Mm. Yeah, fair enough. Would you say you've changed, like, as a fighter, moving up in weight, and do you feel this is going to bring even better out of you?
But as you know, I've always had a good work rate anyway, but I think it's going to be even higher tomorrow.
Yeah, and of
I
course you've
feel
got,
a lot more comfortable.
that's good. Um, yeah, of course you've got a very tough opponent in Serge Ambomo, who's a former
Yeah.
Olympian, and he's had a few upset wins on the road quite recently against two Liverpool fighters as well.
Yeah. As you said, sounds stupid, but I really look up to Journeyman. He's one I've always followed. I've watched him box loads. I think for the stuff that I do. But Serge is one of these who he'll turn up, and if he fancies it, if I let him settle into the fight, he'll take the liberties, and he will. He will. Well, I imagine him to be on the front foot all night anyway. But if I let him, he will. He will come into that fight, and as you've seen, I've got a lot of respect for him because he turns people over, and people have
He
referred to
can
him as
whack
like,
as well.
yeah, he certainly can. He's very very unique style as well. He's the welterweight Mike Tyson in a way. So yeah, I'll be on my guard, and I won't ever, never look past anybody, even from the very start, never look past any opponents. And this is one who we've really not by any means took any liberties by looking past anybody. And it's just on this fight, and then we'll worry about the next fight, and then so forth.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, taking every fight at a time. I mean, yeah, Serge has been in the game for quite a long time. He's experienced, and he'll come to fight, and that's what you want at this stage of your career. I think you've had your fights. You've been. I would say you're stepping up pretty much every time in your fights. You've sort of fought awkward opponents. You've sort of fought every sort of opponent, sort of an awkward opponent, a come forward one, somebody who doesn't throw much, sort of
Yeah,
as someone who holds quite a bit. You fought most, those, but I think, Serge is one that comes forward quite a lot, and I think, it it makes for a good fight tomorrow night. And of course it
yeah,
explains why, you're the main event. And how does it feel being the main event? Always a bonus as well, the main event.
yeah. Well,
Because it's a good little show.
yeah, it's a good show. There's some good lads on there. And they ain't all gimmies. The fights that people have got, they're all decent fights. So
Yeah.
I think I think it'll be a good night of boxing. I think yeah, I think people are gonna get their money's worth tomorrow.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I'll be watching it on the stream. I'll have this your fight on one screen, and I have the reactable Billum Smith card as well on the other. So I have to try and watch two things at once. It's not always great, but
Yeah, big class, nice one.
yeah, because you're fighting Andrew Robinson, Corey Gibbs. I don't want to forget anyone, but it's a good fight, a good card throughout.
Yeah, easy. It'd be good. We'll see.
Yeah, and is your fight yeah, it's 6 rounds, wasn't it?
Yeah. Should we did ask for it, but unfortunately we've got the six, which with a opponent like Serge, six is enough any day of the week. So
Yeah, I mean, take one fight at a time. I mean, it's your 10th fight, so you'd be maybe hopefully looking to an 8 in the next bout, but full focus on tomorrow night. And
Yeah,
yeah, as always, have you got a message to your fans who are going to come and support you tomorrow, or supporting you on the live stream, or just your fans in general, I mean?
yeah. The fans, sponsors, Serge for coming and playing his part. Big respect and thanks to all of them. Everybody who's going to be doing it, BCB, the fans,
What
sponsors.
let your fans know like what time the doors open, what time you'll roughly be on. I know it's not the exact time, but just roughly, let your fans know.
So this is where you're gonna have a go at me because I don't actually know.
I
But
mean,
yeah, I
first
think
fight's 7, I think.
is that what it is? Yeah, I think it's 7:30. And I think I'll probably be on top of the bill. We'll all being well, we'll
But
see.
make sure you get there early doors, pretty much, and
That's it. Yeah,
watch it
next
from the
year early.
start, because there could potentially be stoppages, and the shows
Yeah,
always go quite well quickly normally.
yeah. Before you know, you're in the dressing room and blink, you're out. It's like bloody hell. Where's that gone?
Yeah, exactly that. And yeah. Do you wanna? Well, you sort of done it already, but any shout outs?
Um, Not really. Other the ones I've shared out. Massive thanks to as I said, just my sponsors. That's Martin Tundra, Tundra Doors, Direct Access, Smart Factory Solutions, Firearm Improvements, Core Electrical, Plum Logo, and there's many more as well. But them are the main ones.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, from me, Ryan, as always, I appreciate your time and all the best tomorrow night. Go smash it.
Cheers, man. Nice one.
Thank you, mate. Good luck.
Cheers. Thanks.